Okay, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles in the hope to flip it for a profit. Today's purpose of today's video, I'm going to share with you some of my car boot sale or flea market finds, and I've had a bumper day. Absolutely fabulous day. I got something that, well, pretty much everybody's going to love. So yeah, stick around and see what you think of my haul. Just a little bit of housekeeping. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please hit the subscribe button, smash the like and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you want to support the channel, links are in the description. Okay, so as I was saying, car boot sale finds. A car boot sale, basically, we fill our boots, car boot or trunk, drive to a field and we sell our wares. A bit like a flea market or a swap meet. So, spent a lot of money today. It's been raining this weekend and my regular car boot sales were cancelled, so I went down to Flea Market, and I have some really sad news for Flea Market. It is closing in about 4 weeks. So it's the last 4 weeks and then there won't be a car boot sale in Cardiff anymore. Bessemer shut down 18 months, 2 years ago, and Splot is in 4 weeks. They're building a school on the grounds. I am absolutely devastated. However, I'm sure that something else will present itself. There are plenty of other boot sales and flea markets I can go to, but I'm going to make the most of the next 4 weeks. Anyway, as I was saying, my local or regular car boot sale in the fields was shut because of the rain. So I went down to Splot. Now, I never fail in Splot. The stuff I have from Splot is nothing short of absolutely spectacular. The only downside with it, I buy off trade, so it comes in that much dearer. So, it is what it is. There's one or two bits here I think I may have slightly overpaid, to be totally honest with you, but overall, it's made up. It's absolutely mwah. So, should we get started? Because I got some pieces to show you that belong in a museum. So, should we get started? As you know, I've been buying quite a few paperweights of late. Well, today's no exception. I have bought the most wonderful collection of Harvard Grange Welsh lucite paperweights. Now, what these are paperweights made out of lucite in Wales, and they put dried flowers inside before they fill it with lucite, and then you have a capsulated flower inside the lucite resin. Beautiful things. And I'll share with you about 12. You tell me how the heck they managed to get these dried flowers to stay still while they fill it up. But yeah, beautiful. There's three or four larger ones, and then they get smaller, but that's the first. These are all going onto the website. These pull good money. I'll splice in a couple of photographs for you. Some of these larger ones are like £30–40 each. And just so you can see, there's the mark for the Harvard Grange, or the label. The early ones won't have this green label. They will have a pewter flower in the base. But absolutely stunning paperweights. Dandelion. Absolutely gorgeous. I think I've actually got one of these up on the site at the moment for about £40. I can't identify all the flowers. Not at the moment. Beautiful red rose. Perfect gift for Valentine's Day if someone collects paperweights in it. A lot of people, they walk past these lucite paperweights because they just pick them up, think, oh, they're only plastic, and put them back down. And they pull very, very good money. They really do. Especially the Harvard Grange. Now, as I've said, I got 12 here. And I paid £40 for the 12, so about $50 for the 12. And I can tell you that the big ones are going to be that each. The smaller ones maybe between 20–25 each, but the bigger ones, £40 each, no problem at all. So there is going to be a few £100 return in here for my £40 outlay. They'll take a while. They don't sell overnight unless you're willing to really give them away. Oh, stunning. I think that's a daffodil. A Welsh daffodil. So work it out, I got 2, 4, 6, I got 7 of the smaller ones. If I said £20 each, they're going to be up for 25, but it's, well, no, 25. So that's 50, 100, 150, that's 175 for the smaller ones, and then £40 each on the big ones. You're talking not far off £300 when they eventually sell. And they will sell. I've sold quite a few of them already, you know, between £40 and £50 for the larger ones, no problem at all. So that was a good start to the day. Then I actually missed this on the stall. House clearance come in, and all the dealers were around her, and I picked this up, and one of the dealers said, I've already put that in my pile. So I said, no problem, give me a price on it once you go back to your stall. And they charged me a tenner. This is a Victorian Tantalus case. It's missing the bottles, obviously, and I don't have the key for it. However, it is not locked. These bars would fold down, and when they're in the down position, they're like that, you wouldn't be able to get your bottles out. Hence the name Tantalus, is to tantalise you. It locks your spirit decanters in. It's in oak and brass, lovely patina on there. It's in really good condition. It could use a bit of a clean. I would never strip the brass down and make it look new, but stunning thing. All that's wrong with it is missing the bottles and missing the key. I think a case, or just the frame, you know, the case itself, is like £45, £50 of anyone's money. And to be honest with you, if I manage to find 3 really nice bottles, and let's be honest, I've got a lot of decanters. If I can find 3 matching bottles to go in there and get a key done, then it's £200 or £300. Depending on the quality of the decanters, obviously. But yeah, gorgeous thing. I'll probably put him out as is unless someone else does the work, and I'll probably put 45 on there. But for a £10 or about $12, that's an absolute gift. Next piece belongs in a museum. It really does. You know, when you go to museums and you see like mice and cups and saucers and things, well, these belong in a museum. I got 3 of them. Very careful with these, they're very, very fragile. So I have 3 cups, 3 saucers. These are 19th century hand painted porcelain. They have flowers and insects all over them. If I turn it around here, they have the lozenge mark. I haven't dated it, but it's going to be about 1876. And then they have the impressed crescent mark there for George Jones. Now these are nothing short of museum quality. They have the 7 or triangular handle, and they are breathtakingly beautiful, to be totally honest with you. Now there are examples for sale online, around £100 a cup and saucer, £100 each. However, now one of the ones out there I can find, got that beautiful pink interior. The pink makes a difference. Now I've had a sardine dish, a little dish, square dish for sardines with a little sardine coming over the top with the pink inside. I had like £1,200 for that one little dish for quite a few years back, but really good money. George Jones is an exceptional name in the antiques world, and these are mint. They are as beautiful as they come. Now I could see these quite happily sitting in a museum alongside a mice and cup and saucer, and you know what? The quality wouldn't be any worse than, you know, quality meissen. They are absolutely spectacular. Now the dealer originally had them priced up at £60 a cup and saucer. And obviously he was pricing them up to go to an antique fair to sell them, and selling them down the car boot sale. I paid £100 for the 3. Sounds a lot of money for 3 cups and saucers, don't it? $120. But I can tell you now, I'm going to be putting them out at 125 to even 145 pound a cup and saucer. So I'm going to be 45 pound up on one, and then 300 pound up when they all sell. And I think these are either going to go to a serious collector or to a museum. They are that good. These are every bit as good as Nangaru and Swansea Porcelain, and they are nothing short of exceptional. And this is not the type of stuff you would expect to come out of a car boot sale. And the dealer knew what they were. He'd done his research. He priced them up £60 a piece. But every single one of them marked Victorian lozenge mark, the George Jones crescent mark, and no chips, no cracks, not even any gilding way. They are absolutely breathtaking. So they are my star buy. And when I say star buy, it's going to hurt me when they sell. That's how much I love those. So, really, really pleased to buy those. Going in contrast, £100 off one dealer for 3 cups and saucers to £2, £1 per lamp. And I'm going to share with you now a pair of lamps. Must be careful of the wires. So that's the first. Both in perfect condition. I'm going to drop this one down because I don't want to break the cups. And then we have this one. They're identical. They have the poppy pattern, both sides. They're in fabulous condition. They got crays into the glaze, which you'd expect, but they are by a company called Holcomb. Now I've got a little passage to read out for you on the laptop here. And I'm going to splice in the link in the description if anybody wants to go and read all about them. The 1950s, but listen to this. Holcomb pottery was the idea of Elizabeth Leicester, the wife of the 5th Earl of Leicester. She was said to have been inspired after watching German prisoner of war throwing pots at the Peterstone brickyard. The pottery was set up in 1951 by Lady Elizabeth and was funded by the 5th Earl. He converted a 19th century laundry and bowling alley into light and bright pottery studio, which created an additional attraction to Holcomb and provided important local jobs, including for his wife and 2 eldest daughters. I'll splice the link into the description for the Holcomb Museum, and there's a full history of the Holcomb pottery, how it established. There's photographs of Elizabeth Holcomb, they're working on the pots. Now, we've got a pair here. A single lamp, I wouldn't be jumping up and down. I'd be thinking, oh, it's £20, £30. But I think a pair from the 50s, Holcomb, with the poppy pattern, with that story behind it, I'm going to be sort of £75, £95 for the pair. That's where I see them. They're functional, they can be used, they're ready to go, and they have really good pedigree and history. And they cost me £2. Look at that. Really, really pleased with that. I'll put them down there. So yeah, as you can see, the type of deal I'm pulling out of Flea Market is nothing short of exceptional. Next one, I'm a little disappointed in myself and in the dealer who sold it to me slightly. I have bought an exceptional decanter. It's hobnail cut, so a real good quality cut. Solid silver rim with a cut crystal or cut glass sort of, I wouldn't say mushroom. Let's say a diamond stopper, diamond shaped stopper. Star cut pontil to the base, fully hallmarked around the collar. And what I didn't realise, because I didn't take the lid out, I think it's been restored on the inside.
I think underneath this collar has been broken, and they have filled it with some sort of like filler to repair it. I would never have bought a repaired decanter. So what I intend to do, and I will sell it back on to somebody who just wants to display it, but I will inform them that they've had restoration. It's a bloody good looking thing. And had it not had that restoration, I'd have probably been up sort of £65, £75 for that, for my £10 or $12. But I consider that a mistake, and it's not good enough for the website. If somebody just wants to display the piece, it's spectacular. But if you want to use it, I have no idea how waterproof that filler is, whether it'll absorb the alcohol, whether it's going to turn over time, so I wouldn't recommend it being used. Therefore, I'll sell it for display purposes only. And it'll be back on the car boot sale. It's not one for my website. So that was my first mistake. Next, we get a bit of run of the mill. Have a set of 6. Now there's a house clearance gentleman that comes down to Splot, and I'm not kidding you. 6 months ago, I was buying Klitschy paperweights off him for £1. 18th century Meissen porcelain off him for £1. Now he's turning up, and 99% of his stall is not for me. It really isn't. The best I managed to find off him this week was a set of 6 Royal Albert Old Country Roses bowls. They are in good condition. Very sought after pattern. And they have the Old Country Roses mark on the base. Now I paid a £5, so it is literally less than £1 per bowl. Well, they're worth about 25 to £30 for the 6. They're worth a £5 a bowl all day long, so it's 10, 20, £30 for a £5. So it's still good profit, but it's not exciting stock. I got more to share, don't worry. As you can see, it's been a spectacular quality day. I have bought some exceptional pieces. I have some beautiful jewellery to share with you as well. This next piece. Now, it was out of my comfort zone. But the dealer in question, I'd buy off him regular, and he sold it to me. And I can tell you now, I've paid £50 for this little vase, $60. And I didn't even know who the potter was. It's studio pottery. I'll give you a good look at it, and then I'll talk to you about it. It's beautiful. It's got, I don't know what you'd call those. I wouldn't even call them flowers. Strange design all the way around it. Now it is a signed studio pottery piece. It's in good condition. Now this is only small. This is like 5-6 inches. It's not loads. There's the mark. I don't know if you can see it there. Hopefully you can. Now this is by a gentleman called Michael Casson. And the dealer in question actually pointed it out to me on the day and said, have a look at that, check the prices and so forth. He said, you will not find a piece decorated like that under £200. And you know, I looked and looked, and I found pieces as much as £1,500 for this gentleman. Okay, slightly bigger than what I got. £200, £300, no problem at all. It was very rare to find a piece under 100. So it's exceptional quality, a name that seriously demands money, and I give him 50 quid. Based on, I had to sit down with a cup of tea and done my research, and I used his knowledge to identify a rare little artifact, and yeah, beautiful thing. So I paid £50 for that. Now what I intend to do in today's video, because everything is such high-end, good quality, all these real good pieces, the George Jones, studio pottery, some of the paperweights, and a few more pieces to come, I'm going to take a couple of photographs and splice them in as the film is going. Just so you can see, because I don't know how good the filming is. I'm filming using my head camera sat on a box,
because my internet still doesn't work, so I can't use my laptop. So yeah, I'm not impressed with that. But yeah, beautiful thing. Before I carry on, if anybody hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, and all the rest of it. It really does help the channel with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, next I have a group of Japanese carved boxwood Netski. Now, I may have slightly overpaid for them, but I absolutely love the quality. The first is a rat carrying what looks to be a cash coin and his bag on his back. Beautiful, beautiful quality. Signed on the base. Again, I'll put photographs in of these because I don't know how good they're coming out in the video. But that's the first. Now, these were bought by a friend of mine on the morning, and he moved them on to me. Now, I can see me doubling my money, but I've paid a lot of money for these. I've paid £50. £50 for these Netskis is quite a lot of money, but the quality is there. Now, I don't think they're that old. I think they're probably 1970s, 1980s at a guess. But they really are amazing quality. The rat and the horse are fabulous. I'm not as keen on the ram. This is the ram. Nicely done, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not the same quality as the horse and the rat. The rat is by far the best. Now, I've paid £50, so about $60, but I can see me getting 35 a piece. I'm going to be putting sort of 40 on the rat, 35 on the horse, and 30 on the ram. So you work it out, there's more than double my money there. But I do think I overpaid for them. But they're stunning. And, you know, when I'm out to buy quality, then I'll buy the quality. These little Netskis, you can see the two holes at the back. They were, believe it or not, these were like a toggle. You know, like you have a coat or hoodie and you'll pull your toggle up. That's exactly what these were for, I believe, as like on an in-row. So you'd have an in-row of boxes, and then these Netskis could be the toggle or a toggle on a robe, things like that. I believe they had a function. They weren't just decorative. They did have a function. Okay, so moving on. Again, the next two pieces I think I overpaid for. But I bought them off a friend, and I loved them, so I bought them. The one I wanted really was this, which is the picture frame, and it is nothing short of absolutely beautiful. It's very small, probably 2.5 inches. I haven't measured it, but about 2 to 2.5 inches. But look at that beautiful lady. It's in solid or sterling silver, and it's Art Nouveau. And I haven't dated it, but I would assume it's period. You can see the hallmark across the back there. But it's this lady. She's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I actually paid £20 for this picture frame. And I do think it's like £45, £50. I think that's what it's worth. But I paid £20, so about $24. And it's going to be going out. I'm going to be asking 50 on it, 45 to 50. I can tell you that now, just because it is so beautiful and it's in good condition. And yeah, I do absolutely adore that. Good, crisp, clear hallmarks. Now that was what I wanted, but in order to have that, I also had to buy this, which is a sterling silver and amber necklace. Now I ended up paying £20 for this. Which is probably £5 or £10 more than I would have liked to have paid.
but it is a large piece of amber. It's a large pendant. So this necklace will be going out for about £30–35, and probably about £50 on this. So you're talking about £80 for the pair. I'll double up. It's not the profit margin I like, because I like to have a bit of room just in case I have to come down on the price. But the quality's there on both of them. I bought them off a friend who, in all honesty, has sold me some spectacular stuff over the years. So I don't mind playing fair sometimes, but doubling my money. But it's not where I like to be. I like safety. Next piece, another bit of jewellery. And we have there we go. And it is a Viking boat. You can see there's a sort of Viking boat coming into view in the centre there. So you sort of have the circle there, and then you have the half of Viking boat coming in. Very, very Scandinavian or Iona style. However, this is a Scottish piece. I believe Scottish. I haven't got my eyeglass out. It wasn't an Iona piece when I looked. I think it was a Scottish one. Now I paid a tenner for it, purely because of the Viking brooch. Had it been a standard brooch, I wouldn't have paid the tenner. But because of the pattern, and it's so, that modern, it's very Danish or Norwegian looking. And I think it's probably a £30 brooch, £35 brooch. That's what I think anyway. But a gorgeous thing. The way you think. You feel free to agree or disagree with me, I don't mind. Next piece I had was another bit of amber. Nice big Belcher chain. Nice big solid silver mounted or sterling silver mounted amber pendant. Now I actually rate this one above the last one that I had. I actually think this one's a better quality, and this one come in for £15 off another dealer, and that's the sort of money I'd like to be paying for this type of quality. And this one's certainly a £45 necklace, no problem at all. Real nice quality Belcher chain, probably an 18-inch looking at that, and the pendant is gorgeous. A nice deep rich amber colour. Not to mention, for that £15, I get an antique box. These boxes, believe it or not, that's probably a £5 or £10 box on its own, and the amber will not be sold in this box. The box will be put aside. I'll sell the amber, put it into a velvet pouch, because all my jewellery gets shipped in pouches. And then, once I get a little group of these boxes, I tend to sell them out as a job lot, 5 or 6 boxes for £50. And they sell. All the time, no problem at all. So if you ever see antique boxes and you're buying jewellery off them, try and buy the jewellery with the box, because the box will always pull you some of your money back. Let me see. I think that is it. So should we add up how much I spent? 100, 150, 160, 200, 215, 215, 255, 265, 315, 320, 330. Yeah, I spent about £330 on this little haul. And to be honest with you, it's going to take a while to get my money back. It really is. There's nothing here that is going to be a fast sell. Well, I say nothing. Believe it or not, my least favourite item. Oh, hang on. Yeah, and £2 down there. My least favourite item, and probably the quickest seller, is going to be the set of 6 bowls for 25–30 quid. Shockingly, this is so sought after that it's just annoying. These cups and saucers I could sell tomorrow if I wanted to lower the price on them, but I would much rather hold out for the money I want and honestly let a museum or a real true collector of the porcelain buy them. But I spent £330. I got well over £1,000's worth of gear here. Well over. So I'm really pleased. I do what you think. It's really nice to have a good haul again. and I gotta be honest with you, it's a good haul. I am really pleased. I really am. I'm going to splice in some pictures. I'm going to put in some links in the description. Check them out. And yeah, I think that's about it. If you like my videos, check out my last video. I done a little video where I'm emptying out my garage, showing you some of the stuff I've bought 15-20 years ago when I first started out in the business, and it was all just hoarded up. I used to buy so much then, and what I've paid for all that stuff has been in there for 20 years, and a lot of it was bought when I was, believe it or not, when I was just doing it as a hobby. Before I even started really doing it tidy as a business, I spent a lot of money just trying to learn the subjects. So yeah, I'm finding stuff out there that's 15-20 year old, and I had one crate that was crushed by 6 other crates. So you had a couple of 100 kilos sitting on it, and not one thing got damaged. I have no idea how, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and to be honest with you, I am over the moon to be able to share such a wonderful haul with you. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting the channel and subscribing, and I will see you all on the next film. Bye for now.